Hello and welcome to Would You Rather with Big Mike and the boys. I'm Big Mike and here are some boys. Tony and Liam, how is it going?
What up, buddy?
How you doing, Mike? You alright, lad?
I'm great. I'm really excited. And do you know why?
What?
Because this is our Sweet 16.
Aww.
Oh, would you stop?
Never been kissed.
Huh?
A little 16 candles, a little more whatever that Fall Out Boy song's called, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember that TV show?
Oh, what was it called?
My Sweet 16.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my super sweet 16,
My Super
yeah.
Sweet 16.
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming our fans are going to throw us a party similar to that. And we're going to be like, I didn't want the blue Lamborghini. I wanted the red Lamborghini.
Yeah. I know, and there's only 10
Baby
people
blue.
here, and I want so many more people here. But no,
Baby
with
blue
the-
Lamborghini. That's what it was.
Yeah, baby blue Lamborghini.
Yeah.
Or
Actually,
Lamborghini.
baby blue double bus. What was it?
What? Bendy bus.
Bendy bus, yeah.
Double bus.
Yeah, so we're here in the castle on week 16, having a great time. I think this podcasting thing is looking good for our future. What do you think?
I fucking hope it is, because we've got nothing else going on.
Tony, how have those interview skills been doing for you?
Oh, that's a touchy subject right there. Huh?
Jesus, what a prick.
Pretty good, buddy. Pretty good. Yeah. Still waiting for that question to come up. I feel prepared just because of that question, but it doesn't come up like.
Classic Mario.
Yeah.
So every week I start off by asking you a little surprise question about your life.
Yeah, it's gone that way. Not every week, but it's gone that way. Yeah.
And this week is no different.
Nice.
So I want to know, and this is a bit like career based, so sorry.
Why would you do that this week, Mike?
I want to know, what did you want to be when you grew up?
Only thing I ever remember wanting to be was when I was about 5 or 6. I wanted to be an artist. I wanted to draw and paint and somehow make money from that. And then I realized I wasn't very good, so I kind of gave that dream up pretty quick.
Pretty easy.
Yeah, but that's the only thing I actually remember wanting to be.
Never had anything. No. Sorry, buddy.
You never saw someone on TV and said, that's what I want to do. Like, I want to be a fireman, like Fireman Sam, or I want to be a...
Really never thought of it that way, no. Maybe an X-Men or something, I don't know.
You want to be one of the X-Men? When
Used to love that as a
I
kid.
asked this question, I did not expect X-Men to be the answer.
I can imagine that interview though.
A Ninja Turtle or something, you never know.
What would your interview for the X-Men be, Tom? What would you be bringing to the table? Like, oh, come on, you sit down with Professor X, and he's like, "What are you gonna bring to the team, man?"
I'd like to be Professor Y.
What, your job?
Professor, why did you hire me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring hindsight. And Professor X is like,
Yeah.
"That won't help us." And
My
you're like,
special-
"I see that now."
Special power to just be getting people to ask questions. You know, that'd be my special power. Ask me anything.
Ask me anything. The Purge, good movie.
Yeah.
Good answer.
3.5 billion strangers.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Right.
Ask me anything.
I'm the opposite of you, Tony. I wanted to be everything when I grew up. So apparently when I was like a little child, like 2 or 3 or whatever age, I said to my parents, when I'm older, I want to be famous. And do you know what they instantly thought? Like, oh, I hope he isn't a serial killer and like famous that way.
Of all the things.
There is a famous Ted Begley, isn't there? So he'd be like Ted Bundy.
Yeah, pretty much. That would work.
I'm not saying Ted Begley is anything like Ted Bundy.
Or Bed Begley.
I've never even heard of Ted Begley, so I don't know who he is.
Ted Begley?
Yeah. Do you mean Ed Begley Jr.?
Is he not the... What's his name?
Ed Begley Jr., the only famous
Ed Begley. Oh, okay. I thought his name was Ted Begley. Okay.
Fun fact, he welcomed my sister-in-law to the family over Twitter.
What, really?
Yeah, my brother tweeted that his new wife had never heard of the most famous Begley, Ed Begley Jr. and tagged him. And he replied and said, "Welcome to the family."
Ah, that's class.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
He does seem like a bit of a ledge, to be fair.
Yeah. But yeah, so I wanted to be an artist like you, Liam, when I was a bit younger and I didn't know about cool things. And then and then I also realized I wasn't very good at art. So then I wanted to be a singer, like the X Factor, and I wanted to be a wrestler, which I still want to be when I grow up. And I wanted to be a soccer player, but I was like really bad. Yeah, I wanted to be an actor. I wanted to be a writer. I wanted to do anything that would get me famous, basically.
How far into any of those did you actually throw yourself, though?
Oh, I was so scared of failing in all of them, so I did none.
Because I've never heard the acting thing before. I've heard most of them.
I really wanted to be an actor for a couple of years. Now I'm a famous podcast host, so that's cool. It turns out I got to do exactly what I wanted when I grew up.
Yeah, perfect, man.
Perfect. The perfect segue into our next section, which is let's get into it.
Oh.
Are we getting into it then?
Oh, yeah.
Well, we've no choice after that amazing segue, yeah.
So lads, I'm sad to say that Sad Mike's depressing music CD is no longer in business.
No, what?
Yeah, it turns out physical media actually did die, and it wasn't enough to revive the whole genre.
Man, we are fucking striking out on these sponsors, aren't we?
That's sad.
We are, but sad, good one. We got a new one.
Oh, that's great news.
We've got a new sponsor every week.
Can't wait to hear it.
So here it is. I'll just press play because obviously it's not. I'm not reading out right now. You know, like I recorded this earlier. Come on down to Buff Mike's 24-hour gym, open 12 hours a day, featuring changing rooms that are too small and way too warm. Pretty girls who laugh at you as soon as you come out of the changing rooms. Muscly guys that stare at you as you work out. Weights that are all too heavy. And try our brand new out-of-order sauna. If you're nervous about asking someone for help with your workout, well, you should be, because our staff are totally unapproachable. So come on down to Buff Mike's 24-hour gym, where 12 hours a day, you'll have a bad workout. Lads, that sounds great, doesn't it? I mean,
that sounds like one of the best gyms I've ever been to.
There's even pretty girls there, you know? It's cool.
That literally sounds like most gyms in Prague. Like,
yeah, I think that's all gyms, is it?
Yeah, I think, I forgot to say they're in Ashburn, Virginia, and they're looking to open a second location in Ashburn, Virginia. So
perfect. And whereabouts in Ashburn, Virginia are they? Do you know?
221 Dallas Street. And their new place is going to be 223 Dallas Street.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, not too far apart.
Not too far apart. No, they thought the first one was doing so well, they just, the second one couldn't do much worse next to it, you know?
And this is a gym you personally use, Mike, obviously, or you wouldn't be endorsing it.
I would never endorse something I haven't personally used.
Yeah, no, I know you wouldn't. You're not that kind of guy.
I've never been to the gym. So, are you ready for the first question of the day? We're 16 weeks in a row, lads. We can't just let it drop now, you know? Just because we're running out of ideas.
The ideas we've already used weren't great.
Just because everyone's getting sick of us and we're kind of sick of it ourselves. You know,
that's not true now.
We paid for a whole year of podcast hosting, so we better use it.
Of every intention of it.
Every intention of it. So here's a question that's a bit like what I wanted to be when I grew up.
Ooh.
Would you rather?
No, the segue works. Sorry.
With the ad in the middle. Would you rather be a best-selling author or an award-winning movie director?
What genre, or do we get to pick? Or
you get to pick.
Ooh.
Making it interesting.
So we're talking basically J.K. Rowling level, or like Peter Jackson level.
Director now, yeah.
Director.
So, like, either way, you're unbelievably well off.
Yeah, more well off for being a best-selling author, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
What benefits do you get of being an author most of the time, other than just royalties?
You get a bit more anonymity.
Yeah.
You'd be a bit less in the kind of public spotlight. You don't see that much about authors on.
Yeah, it would be quieter life, wouldn't it?
Well, it can be. She's very vocal, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
she doesn't have to be. Pack it in. Check it out.
You'd have like a huge fan base, and the thing is, you could still sell your book rights into movies. You just couldn't be involved in them, you know.
Yeah, well, not
So you
as
could
much as the director. Like.
you could see your books, like you could still see the things you literally created yourself. Whereas directors normally take a story and make it theirs. This would be something you completely made up, and you'd be able to see it on the big screen.
Yeah.
They could fuck it up as well, you know. You'd just be selling the rights straight out.
How many books?
Got loads, as many as you want.
Uh-huh. And I just accumulate this talent.
You have the talent in your heart, Tony. Already.
Oh, bless. Oh, just stop. I tell you what, I'm gonna write a book just for you, alright?
I look forward to it. Is it going to be about Lego?
I can't tell you that yet.
Okay. Lego Island 3.
Back at it again. My grandson. It's the whole, I can't say the word, anonymity.
Yeah.
Is nice. Like, that's kind of what would push me towards it. But to be fair, with directors, they're not usually in the spotlight much themselves, unless they want to be. Like Tarantino pushes himself out there.
Depends on what director. These days, directors are pretty well known. Like,
But you'd be winning awards at, like, let's say the Oscars. So you'd be, like, pretty seen on TV. Whereas, how often do you see, like, book awards being on, like, must-watch TV?
Nobel Prize for English Literature.
Yeah. How many times have you watched the Nobel Prize ceremony?
Every year, Mike.
Every year.
The NP Awards.
Yeah. I throw a party. We all dress up like Einstein.
Bob Dylan. He won the Nobel Prize for English Literature, no?
I didn't know that.
Do you know Nobel, the guy it's named after? He, I think he invented like dynamite or something, and he didn't realize that people would use it in a violent way. He kind of regretted it by the end of his life.
What did he think people would use that for?
Mining, which they do as well, I think.
Yeah. It was why it was invented, essentially, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, buddy, for ruining the world.
It's probably his fault that we have COVID now.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Probably.
Not very noble of him, was it?
Yeah.
So if you think about your work life as well, right? So in one case, you're just writing books. You have loads of money, so you might be one of these people like Stephen King, where I think he kind of goes into a cabin in the woods, and then he's a character in his own book. No, but like some of them go to this nice like cabin overlooking a lake, and they write their books. Or you might do in your own home, or you might do in a coffee shop. You can kind of do wherever you want. You're on your own if you want to be. Whereas if you're the director, you're dealing with you're dealing with budgets, you're dealing with like production companies, you're dealing with all these actors with all their egos. You know, you've got to a lot of people might be a more interesting job, but it's definitely kind of a harder job, like you're more variable.
Yeah, and you have to be on location, and you have to
Yeah, that's true. You have to just constantly, but it's always going to be different. You know, writing a book's a lot more peaceful. There's always going to be something different when you do directing and stuff. Like, it's always going to lead you somewhere. Like, depends on if you want to be more social or antisocial.
Yeah, what would you rather, Tony?
Me, I'm a very antisocial human being. You know?
So you think you'd rather? Because when you're writing the book, like no one's going to be giving you grief about the book until you finish writing it. Until maybe your publishers might have a problem with it, and then maybe the readers might have a problem with it. But like when you're directing, you're like Tom Cruise is going to be like, no, I don't like this scene where I say, look at my stupid little head. You know?
Yeah.
How can't we say I have a nice big head? And then you're going to be like, well, you do, Tom. But that's besides.
Well, I'd just be like, listen, Tom, now it's in it twice. You're going to say it twice. Yeah.
So
instead of your name on the credits, it's just going to go, little stupid head, Tom Cruise.
I like the way you still put Tom Cruise in, because you need a star power. Like.
Yeah.
So you'd mess up the whole flow of the movie, because like there shouldn't be any line in a movie that isn't important.
Yeah, well, I'll make it important.
Yeah.
In fact, the name of that movie, Tom Cruise, if you're listening, I'm looking to make Stupid Little Head. And Liam here's going to write the book first.
Yeah.
And the main character is called Tom.
But most people call him Mr. Cruz.
No, there's only one Cruz, and that's Terry Crews, okay?
Yeah, he's the only Cruz that matters. Not even Penelope matters anymore. She's.
Or what about Apollo Crews?
Hey,
He's like a cheap Terry Crews.
He is a bit. Right.
he is a bit. Anyway.
Yeah.
So which would you enjoy more? Like just the work?
I don't know, like, you get all that food, don't you, when you're making movies?
You could have food when you're writing a book. Any food you want.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, but you have to cook it, but like...
You don't have to cook. Do you think J.K. Rowling fucking cooks any of her own meals?
I'd say she does.
Well, can I ask, Mike, so we wake up tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Have I released any books? Do I have that wealth yet? Or am I like starting book one? And if I'm director, have I directed any movies yet? Or have I just done like some little small project, haven't made the money yet? Or
Yeah, I guess you literally kind of start tomorrow. You get a book written and published in a few days, and it just goes off the fucking chart.
Okay, so it's just a couple of days, basically.
Yeah, like we're talking within 2 weeks, it's all happening.
So, like, I don't have to do any research. I don't have to go through any creative process. All I have to do is sit down, write it. Words just fall onto the page
The
for me.
first book, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And then after that, maybe there's a bit more, like, because you just got the
Nah,
inspiration.
you get easier from there, man. Once I know what I'm doing, I'll be grand, don't worry.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm just wondering, like, 'cause you're saying you don't have to cook your own food. Fuck, I wake up tomorrow, I have no choice, you know?
Yeah, I don't see how she'd... Like, of course I'd have to cook my own food from writing books. I'm living in a cabin up in the woods writing books.
You chose the cabin in the wood.
Because it was the closest into the wild you could pick.
Yeah.
But, you know, being director, you come in, you got all this, like, food platters. You're like, oh, what is it today? Here we go.
Can't wait to get to the canteen. Like, that's what he's fucking thinking.
What's catering like today?
Get down the canteen.
And then they don't have anything he likes.
Fucking potato croquettes. I love them. Give me some of them. Don't be stingy no more. Come on, I'm the director here, man. Come on.
Would you have one of those like fancy director chairs? You know, the kind of canvassy.
I don't think you're allowed not to have one.
You for sure have to have
You
one.
have to have one.
Yeah, or else.
By law, like, you could do something. I heard you can do about 10 years for that.
And when you write a book, would you have one of those director's chairs, or would you have a comfier one? Or would you have a...
No, I'd probably have, I don't know, whatever chairs in the cabin.
Cabin when I get there, yeah.
You know, I'll just eat whatever's in the cupboard.
Whatever's left over from the other people who were renting it, I'll eat that.
Oh, we got a tin of beans, they're still in date.
Yeah, but they're kidney beans. And so if you were writing like a chapter about a really kind of rich person, would you sit in a really luxurious chair, and then, you know, if someone's being tortured, you sit in a chair with like spikes coming out of it and stuff?
Absolutely not. Like, no way. I like, as you asked, I pictured myself just sitting at the kitchen table and just jotting down this book, like
Johnny.
Yeah, not even typing it. I'm literally like writing it all out. Like.
Ye old English style.
Wow.
I'm more thinking of pop-up books. famous pop-up book. Hey, nobody's broken that market properly yet. You know,
that's true.
That
they could be
very
so
true.
much better. They're so
Very
disappointing.
True.
My Write a Book award-winning book had one pop-up cart.
No way.
Yeah, do you want me to spoil the ending of it for you? There's a reveal at the end was pop-up. Maybe this is why I won. This is why I was one of only hundreds in my age group to win. In the small county of Limerick, was that at the end, when they found the treasure chest, you could lift up the treasure. I suppose it wasn't pop-up, more lift up flap.
More flap.
You lift up the flap to see the treasure, right? And it's just full of bananas.
But the monkey's happy.
Exactly, it was his idea. The whole thing was his idea.
But see, did you incorporate a pop-up section in Treasure Island 2? Return to Treasure Island.
Lego Island 2.
Lego Island 2.
Yeah. Treasure Island's a real book.
See, the second one's not even memorable. Go on.
Oh, I don't think I could be arsed.
See, there you go, man.
See?
And then you wonder why you didn't fucking win.
You know what I mean?
Man.
You should have just made it 2 different types of pop-up art.
Right, let's get back to the question. Back to business. If you wrote a beautiful book that you loved, and someone signed on to direct it, and they made a fucking hames of it, and they changed all the characters and changed the meaning, would you be upset? Would you be able to let that go easy enough?
Most movies that made into a book.
Like, if you're willing to sell it, you're willing to let it go, to be fair, aren't you?
And would you even watch it afterwards?
Probably give it a watch, yeah.
Of course you give it a watch, but second it's not good enough. That's it. You know what I mean? They're in trouble.
Would you just forget about it, or would you?
I think I would. I think I'd have cashed in. I wouldn't care.
Yeah.
You'd have to just accept it, wouldn't you?
You'd probably want to do well, so they'd buy the rights to your second book, really.
Yeah.
I'd probably, if it did go that bad, I'd probably write a really mean book with hidden meanings towards that person, that director. About
like a director with a small head.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Peter's Tiny Jackson, I'd call it.
The lightning thief. Yeah, so do you want the quiet life, or do you want the glitzy, glamoury fighting with Tom Cruise life? What are you thinking?
I think I want to write books and mind my own business and cook my own dinner.
Me need a tin of beans.
Yeah.
It's been stinky, maggoty bread every day. Tony, what do you think?
Writing fuel. I'm gonna go with director.
You're gonna go with the director. You want the fame. You want the arguments. That's all you ever want. You want to fight with Tom Cruise.
Just want to scrap with Tom. Silly head Tom.
Scrap with Tom in the canteen over I don't know, croquet potato or something.
Okay, so Liam has gone with being a best-selling author, and Tony is gone with being a director. So it's up to me now. Here we are, Sweet 16. What's my choice? But I think you all already know my choice, because when I grow up, I just want to be famous. So I think I would pick the movie director.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think it would get me more famous, and that's all I've ever wanted, sadly. So let us know what you would rather over on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Big Mike Pod. Okay, lads, we've got a fun one next. You excited for a fun one? Yippee!
Can't wait for a fun one, man.
Yeah.
Would you rather if all drinks tasted like mint or all air smelled like oranges?
What?
So every drink you drink, whether it's beer, wine, water, juice, all has a really strong mint taste, like toothpaste. Or all the air just always smelled like oranges, really strongly, kind of like a satsuma. That's a bit too ripe, you know.
I love the taste of oranges. I mean, mint.
Well, would you like, because like if you
Actually, no. I love the taste of food, is what I meant to say. I was too busy thinking about both.
See, Tony, if you love minty stuff, you know, like you could eat an Aero, drink a glass of water, and you have a mint Aero just there, easy.
I hate that. I wanna get like all the flavors, very flavors.
Very flavour, yeah.
Very flavors. And the smell of oranges aren't so bad. Like, so you get that in the urinal sometimes. You know what I mean?
You're always at the urinal.
You walk in, they've thrown oranges in the urinals and in the sinks and stuff.
But you can never
thrown oranges into them. Not like the urinal cake smells like oranges. You're saying?
No, literally oranges. Yeah. There's places that do that. Just like sliced oranges.
And you just pee on a sliced orange.
Yeah. Fancy places do it.
fancy places.
Loads of places. I have seen loads of places.
You have not been to a fancy. You've been to a fucking shithole where someone was peeling his orange and thought, "Nah, fuck it, I don't want this," and just dropped it in the urinal.
I'm telling you, I've been to loads of places where they have just sliced oranges. Loads of them in the urinal. Sliced, yeah. I'm not ripping the piss.
But tell me you are.
No, I'm not. In the sink and all, like.
Is this Tony Truth's a bit early?
In the sink and everything. Where have you been hanging out, man?
In the sink. It'd be all mushy and shit.
Buddy, they're not putting their hands on it. Like, it's to bring out the smell. They smell lovely. The bathroom smells lovely. It works.
So what you're saying is you already live in that world sometimes. The orange
The
world.
poor person has to clean it now, but that's not my job. You know what I mean?
Do you think they have to reuse the oranges?
I don't know. Oh, maybe they do in your drinks. That would make sense.
It would make total sense, Tony. Total sense.
Make as much sense as the rest of it.
It is a thing, though.
Now I know why you've been doing so many interviews lately. So what do you think? Do you like the flavour of mint? Do you like mint drinks?
I like mint Aero. I don't like the flavour of fresh mint.
So we're talking like toothpaste kind of mint. So it's more towards the Aero mint than fresh mint.
Yeah, artificial look.
So like every coffee would be a nice kind of flavoured coffee, you know? That'd be cool.
But it's overpowering taste of mint, Mike.
It'd be pretty overpowering. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Either
just
way.
the taste of mint.
It's overpowering.
Yeah, it
either
is.
way.
It's not. There's no coffee in that. Like, so it's just basically hot water. That tastes like hot water.
It tastes like coffee and mint. Like everything still tastes like what it does. It's just a taste of mint off of it. Like the air. If there's like poo in the toilet, and orange in the urinal, you can smell both.
Okay, so it doesn't mask the smell of like it.
No.
It just
Doesn't cover anything.
it's just there in the background of your life.
Yeah.
I imagine in terms of smell, you'd just be used to the smell of that orange, so you wouldn't notice it anymore.
What about in terms of taste? Wouldn't you be used to the mint?
I think you're smelling constantly, aren't you? You're not tasting the whole time, you know?
That's true. See, you think the orange thing wouldn't be that bad?
I don't think it would be as bad. I don't know, but I do really like, I just like the taste of food. Imagine getting a nice steak or something,
Yeah,
and then it
it's
tastes
mint.
like mint.
Well,
Pretty
what would
weird.
happen is it would basically taste like oranges, wouldn't it? Because you'd be smelling oranges while you're eating.
Yeah, like so all food will come out and like smell. Everything just smells like oranges.
Well,
It's
yeah.
not bad though.
Yeah, it would
You ever
definitely-
had like steak from a fancy place and they put orange on top?
Is that the same place with the toilets?
Whip them straight out of the toilet. Like
Tony, you need to find somewhere new to go.
You've been in that orange bar here, yeah?
Yeah. But if you had lamb,
Yeah, the mint would be alright, wouldn't it?
yeah, it meant to be pretty damn good if you had lamb.
Like, you know, you'd still be able to enjoy a lot of things, like,
Yeah.
Go on.
Just soda would be a mojito every time.
yeah,
Or you could have just a normal chocolate bar and it becomes an Aero.
mint, yeah.
I mean, that's
yeah.
that's only if you're drinking along with it.
What?
I said all drinks, not all food.
Oh, why? Oh, how did I get that?
No, and you
concept in my
fucking
head?
convinced me that was the
Talking about that
situation.
for now, yeah, I did. I have all drinks. Oh, okay, interesting. Minty drinks can be all right.
Yeah, because, like,
That can be alright. I mean, that's not, I want everything I ever have to taste like it.
oh, do you know that fucking Gambrinus Excellent, though? That is the worst fucking beer imaginable.
Is it mint
It's
flavored
mint,
beer?
Mint flavored beer, yeah.
Oh.
That's a weird thing to do.
It's fucking rotten. But, like, peppermint spirits, I don't mind. I don't really fucking get on too well with water. Like, I don't drink much water. Probably should drink a lot more. But I think if it was tasting like mint, without any fucking extra effort, I would drink more of it.
You'd have very fresh breath all the time.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the time.
You'd never be able to check it, though, because it'd always smell like oranges to you.
But you wouldn't know if someone was like cutting oranges. You wouldn't know anymore, you know?
Well, that's not a big deal. Like, you know, unless you work in the fucking kitchen where Tony fucking eats, like,
Or the toilet.
it wouldn't be an issue. Like, yeah.
Well, this place actually serves you in the bathrooms as well. Like,
What about if you drank Fanta?
Fanta
a minty Fanta.
orange, like.
Yeah, so it'd be both orange and mint. You'd be getting best of both worlds.
Probably be sick of the whole orange thing, wouldn't you?
What if you went? So you're in a world where it all smells like oranges. What if you went to a place where they make coins? You'd be in a mint, and it would smell like orange.
Oh,
Oh,
didn't see that one coming.
I didn't either.
That was a mint joke, mate.
You're mint now.
Aren't you glad you did that one? Appealing.
Jesus.
Save the zest to last.
Okay, I think we squeezed enough out of this one.
I heard that one before.
I meant to tell you, lads, I quit the podcast.
We went off on a tangerine there. Let's get back on track.
You said it smells like oranges, not tangerine.
He's actually said, fuck, what did you say?
Satsumas.
Actually,
Satsumas, yeah.
Satsumas.
A little bit overripe.
A bit overripe, yeah.
The hell is a Satsuma?
Like a mandarin.
Oh, a mandarin. Alright. I actually met a guy before who was allergic to clementines. I thought it was the funniest thing ever. Could eat oranges, just clementines.
Couldn't eat them.
No. Right? This was my reaction. Like, it took me a long time before I could actually ask him questions. You know what I mean?
Jesus, how is that possible? Just there's something in him.
I'm allergic to mandarins, so I can't speak it or anything.
That's what he claimed. I don't know. It's like, they can eat an orange or a mandarin, but you can't have a clementine.
And he could have fucking filled his fucking face with Satsumas, like.
Would he like the smell or hate it?
I don't know.
We'll get him on next week and ask him.
Yeah. I'd be like, there'd be some free clementines in it for you.
You'd sack Wade not to get him on board.
You can put them in your toilet, mate. They'll fucking make the place smell lovely. Fucking nonsense.
This is like one of my sillier questions, but like I feel like it was necessary to find out about the kind of toilets Tony goes into.
I'm telling you now, next time I see it, I'm taking a picture. Like,
please do.
A picture of men in the toilet.
Just see me slicing an orange, throwing it in there. Told you.
Oh yeah. You didn't believe me, but I did that shit.
Drinks that taste like mint. Like, no, because it would fucking ruin beer. It would ruin fucking loads of nice stuff. Like
what?
Coffee wouldn't be great if every time you had a coffee it tasted like mint.
Don't drink coffee.
Yeah. Or tea? Is it like a mint tea?
Water.
Water? I'm trying to think, what do you drink that like mint wouldn't be nice in, but you drink loads in it. Just like
it would all work like
yeah. It would though, it really would. Like he drinks fucking ciders and stuff, so it'd be okay. Like
Tony wants to sign up to like this mint world now.
Yeah.
And the orange world. You like both?
Yeah, it's pretty. You're giving me some good choices. I mean, it's the best of both worlds, really.
I thought they would both be awful. I was like, what's the most unpleasant thing that isn't just poo? Like.
Well, you do find oranges in the same place sometimes.
Fucking hell.
Who's shitting in the urinal?
The people in this posh place are, apparently.
I thought it was one of those ones.
I thought that flush was a bidet. Right, lads, come on, get back to business. We have important stuff to be doing here.
Yeah.
Like the smell of oranges is grand, and I'll take that one.
Yeah, so like freshly cut oranges, or like the skin of an orange.
Yeah. What is it? Is it like zest, or is it like
Satsuma?
But it's quite a little bit overripe, like
you know, freshly sliced
it for us.
Or
squished.
Come on, man.
Squished in your hand.
Squished in your hand.
You ever squished one of them bad boys early? Like it's not so bad. The smell just whoppers out of them.
Lost control here, Mike. Come on, let's bring it back.
You're not taking this seriously. The people at home want to fucking know. They're probably a bit interested about whether you want your drinks to taste like mint or the air to smell like oranges. Let them know. Tony, what do you got?
Mint.
You want all the air to smell like mint. Okay. And Liam?
I want everything to taste like orange juice.
For fuck's sake. I have to pick this bullshit. I'd pick the air to smell like oranges.
Yeah. You know, makes sense, doesn't it?
So Tony picked that he would like all his drinks to taste like mint. And Liam picked that he'd like the word to smell like oranges. But let us know over on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Big Mike Pod. What would you rather? Would you rather if it was always 40 degrees outside, or if it was always 6 degrees and drizzling for at least 16 hours a day? So in my research for this, I do some research for the podcast. I was going to go with the hottest temperature ever recorded in Ireland, and apparently that's only 33 degrees.
Is that real?
That's hilarious.
That is apparently real. And in the UK then I went, it was only like 36 or something.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. So then I remembered in Cyprus it was hot.
Yeah.
So I looked there, and the highest there is only 45 degrees.
Okay.
So 40 degrees, pretty hot.
40 degrees is very hot.
Every day, like all the time, like.
40 degrees is pretty hot, but you get used to it.
Mm.
You get used to it very quickly.
You get used to 6 degrees.
Yeah, but you'd be wet all the time, and it's all sad and all.
Yeah, it'd be a bit miserable. But like, does it have to be dull and dreary when it's drizzling, or can it be like quite a nice, bright, sunny day?
It can be sunny, but it'd be that kind of winter sun, wouldn't it? It wouldn't be, it wouldn't be warm sun, obviously.
I do like that winter sun.
Like 6 degrees is okay for me.
I don't know, I kind of like the heat.
Well, I think with the heat, you can always like. No, I mean, like, I think with the cold, you can always like put on a layer. But if you're too hot, you're just too fucking hot, aren't you?
You get used to it though.
I don't know, man. No winter either, do you know?
This is tomorrow.
Yeah.
So, like, it'd be 40 degrees forever. So, like, the headaches you'd get in the first few days, I imagine.
Well, we've just kind of come out of the summer now, haven't we? So it's
Just
like,
dropped to 7 from 20 something.
yeah.
But that's not 40.
No.
I don't know, I think the hottest I've ever been on was 40, 43, 44. That's pretty hot.
Yeah.
That was very hot.
It's like uncomfortable.
Sweaty.
But like, do you know, it'd be a completely different lifestyle as well, because if it's that hot, people would be taking siestas, and there would be.
Maybe not.
I think they would. I don't think people could function if it's 40 every day. Do you know, any country where it gets up to that, they do take breaks in the middle of the day, go home and sleep.
But it's unless you're like in Dubai. Dubai is like 50 degrees, 50 something degrees.
Do you know what's different about those countries? It gets a bit colder at night.
Why, it doesn't?
Well, you're saying the 40 degrees
You
stays
fucking-
40 degrees at night?
Always 40 degrees.
Oh my god.
Oh my lord.
Wow. Would you get used to that?
No, you couldn't. 6 degrees and rain and like it's fucking
air conditioning all the time.
Yeah, there is that, to be fair.
6 degrees and raining. So what? You're just always wet.
You could have your heating on all the time.
It's always wet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's only raining 16 hours a day, so maybe a lot of the days it might not be raining while you're out and about.
Yeah.
If you're lucky, or it might just not rain all night, and rain all day. You never know.
Every hour you're awake. Yeah.
It just sounds like Ireland, really, doesn't it?
Kind of does, to be fair.
Ireland with no letting up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I think where we are now, I think autumn is my favourite season. And that's kind of autumny weather, isn't it? Like, quite cold, bit of drizzle. So...
Yeah, and I mean, it is only ever drizzle. It's like, drizzle is not bad. It's fine.
Yeah. I don't know, like, I don't know, at night, the heat would bother you far more than the cold. Do you know?
Mm. Yeah, man, when it's too hot, it can be pretty horrendous. Like,
hard to sleep and everything. Like,
for the nighttime, that terrifies me. Like, that's all.
And fucking everybody's cranky when it's too hot. I know everyone's like a bit down in the winter time, but people are proper cranky when it's too hot.
You start getting the heat, like scrambled egg brains or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, you have cozy nights in when it's cold, you know?
Yeah.
Sit in front of the fire in your jammies and watch Christmas movies about Halloween or whatever.
I mean, the sun thing and the 40 degrees, like, pools are open all year round, that's quite nice. You know, you can always fucking...
COVID-19, nothing's open.
Yeah.
Swimming pools are still open, really.
Hey, right now?
Well, probably not now. But
Yeah.
But they are, yeah.
They were open here the whole way. Not the whole way through, they had to close for a bit.
Still open because of paddling and stuff.
But,
anyway.
Yeah, do you know, you can always fucking go to the beach. Ireland would be a fucking beautiful country if it was 40 degrees.
Yeah.
Like,
Except, have you ever seen the sun when it's actually hot in Ireland? It just burns you, like. Does nothing else but burns you.
but
Like.
do you think that's the sun's fault or the fact that we're Irish?
Yeah, we're missing some sort of ozone layer. Like, if it's that hot here, you don't burn like that.
It is a kind of a different
It's completely
sun. Yeah.
different.
Ireland actually is like particularly beautiful on a hot day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
It is.
Yeah, whereas you go to a village or like a site and they'd be totally miserable if it was raining.
Yeah.
But on a hot day, there you suddenly realize, oh, now I see why people like Ireland.
Yeah.
But that's only because it happens like once, maybe twice a year. People are like,
I don't know. I think it is particularly picturesque. Like,
no, it is. Yeah.
yeah.
The smells and all when it's actually that hot.
There isn't. Because I was only kind of considering if I lived here, but if I lived in Ireland, it'd be different.
Be nice.
But I do live here.
You need your sun cream though. Factor 50.
Wear sunscreen.
Factor 50, yeah. Let that be a lesson to everybody. Think of the tan you'd have in Factor 40. Factor 40. X40 factor.
Tony, would you wear sunscreen every day?
No.
I think my body get used to it, you know.
No, yeah, exactly. You just get used to it. You wouldn't wear sunscreen every day. That's fucking mental.
I'd be like some sort of bronze
Greek god.
Greek god. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. But I have to work on the body. Look.
You'd be walking around looking like a penny.
I have the body of a god. Too bad it's Vishnu. I have the head of an elephant and 4 arms.
I didn't see that coming. Oh, good God. Man, we fucking lost the run of ourselves this week, have we?
Yeah. I don't know.
What was the question? It was fucking, do you like rain or do you like, what was it?
Do you like rain or sunny rain? Like really hot rain or really cold rain?
Which weather do you prefer? If tomorrow could be one or the other.
Hot.
Okay. And then what if it was for the next 3 months?
Hot.
What if it was for next year? What would you prefer?
I don't know.
Tony's ready for it to be the start of summer is what he's saying, but he's not ready for a full commitment.
Yeah. You're asking too much of me now, like.
He doesn't want to live on the sun, like.
Well, I've never done it for that long before. I've only ever had maximum 2 months of sun, like 3 months.
Yeah.
I'd like to try it out. Can I try it out, Mike?
Imagine Christmas Day.
And also, like, so just everything survives, like.
Yeah, there's good irrigation systems.
Okay.
Well, Australia, they have their Christmas on in summer. They all have it on the beach.
Yeah.
Sandy Turkey.
But would you like that?
I mean, I'd like to experience it, yeah.
Every year for the rest of your life?
Could be the new cool, yeah.
Well, there'd be no cool.
Yeah.
Cool would be out the window.
Be the new hat.
Yeah.
It'd be the hot new thing, like everything.
Probably just leave your chicken outside and it would cook that way.
40 degrees, I don't know.
If you had like a special container.
Like an oven?
Glass house.
Give me the drizzle in 6 degrees. It's more what I came from. It's more what I know.
Liam, why does Snoop Dogg carry an umbrella?
For drizzle?
Oh, drizzle.
Oh. That's very interesting.
Every day's a school day. I didn't know that about him. No, I didn't think he was concerned.
I actually have never seen him with an umbrella. I didn't know that's why he had it.
No, but think about his hair. You know, he has a cool cornrows, maybe. Yeah, he has cool cornrows. You know, so doesn't want them getting wet.
I'm going to pick extremely hot weather. And I'd like you to bring that 40 up to 50, please.
Why?
Just all in, Mike. All in.
No.
Well, it's the new cool, apparently. So
Yeah.
And Liam?
Yeah, give me the drizzle, man.
Give him the drizzle. So it's come down to me. Come down to fair-skinned me. Come down to old Sunburn himself. I like hot weather for like a few hours and then I hate it. So I would definitely have to go for the drizzle.
No.
6 degrees all the way.
Yes, I wouldn't like that.
And that's the difference between us, Tony. 6 degrees of separation.
Did we disagree on every single one this week?
Yeah, because you're being awkward bastards, that's why.
No, we're not.
So-
We're not. We're just... See, we're spending less time together now, so we're less like...
Listen in sync.
Yeah.
Tell me why. So,
Is that anything?
Tony went for 40 degrees because 50 degrees was not an option. And Liam went for the drizzle. But let us know over on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Big Mike Pod. What would you rather? So, we're joining you guys here at the Would You Rather Castle with some somber news. It's time again for Tony's Truths.
Fucking cunt.
Tony, what story have you got for us this week?
What story have we
Tony,
got
what
this
story
week?
A
have
tale.
you got for us this week?
And it's called...
And is it true or false?
And it's called Tony's Tale.
True or false?
You're so fucking... Just
What's
don't
his-
give a shit. If his name isn't on it, he doesn't give a fuck.
Big Mike presents Tony Tales.
You can't, like...
So, do you think it's going to be true or fake this time?
I think it's going to be...
Fake. I think you're mugging us off.
I think it's true.
You think I'm going to mug you off?
I think it's true.
When have I ever mugged you off?
The last time? Fucking lying bastard.
Police take bullshit.
Misleading
Go on,
piece
Tony.
of shit.
When I was younger, my granny had a very big back garden, and I used to pick the apples off the trees and throw it onto the motorway from my back garden. And she used to keep the apples, and then one time she came down and all the apples were gone.
No. You thrown them all?
I've just been throwing apples all day.
Little shit. Oh, so believable. Did you get in trouble? Did anyone ever come to her door and say, "Hey, someone's been fucking throwing apples on the motorway"? Or were you not a very good shot?
It was pretty long distance, so I never knew, because I couldn't see over the wall as I threw it. I never really knew if I made it. So,
Uh-huh.
but you know,
Were
know,
you trying to hit cars or just trying to hit the motorway and have cars drive over them?
Not too sure about that one.
Probably trying to hit cars.
I'm not too sure about that one. Can't answer that one.
And like in hindsight, do you think you made it anywhere near the road, or do you think they landed just over the fence?
They definitely hit cars.
Yeah, I probably could have hit a car.
Did you hear like brakes squealing and horns beeping?
Yeah, I heard pigs squealing, and
And they caught your granny's door looking for you.
and children screaming and stuff, and
Jesus.
lots of fire. And
You can hear the fire.
Okay, and were you able to reach up to all the apples, or did you have a ladder?
yeah, I could. I was. People used to call me a young Tarzan when I was a kid.
You climb the tree and pick them down.
Yeah, people used to call me young Tarzan. And there was always a lot on the floor, rotten ones and stuff. Now,
Were they-
bearing in mind, she had a lot of apple trees, so it
Oh,
wasn't-
okay.
it wasn't
It wasn't
just
like
a
just
one,
one tree.
that-
You had a supply.
Yeah, but it was just a one tree that was like a lot gone from.
Ah, okay.
Were they like crab apples, like a lot of people have in their garden, or was it like literally like proper apples?
Kuchen apples.
Cooking. They're massive as well.
I know Bramley, was it?
Kuchen apple, red kuchen apples, you know.
It's like fucking lobbing a fucking bowling ball at a cat. Like, they're fucking huge. It's bigger than a slitter.
I don't know, are
Yeah, they're fucking huge.
they? Are they?
Yeah, but
Bigger than a slitter, smaller than Beijing. That's what we're.
yeah, somewhere there. But I don't know. See, I used to do shit like that as well. I got in trouble for it once as well.
I was a good little boy.
Throwing apples at people.
I was a good little
Throwing
boy.
apples at cars.
Or at least people thought I was a good little boy.
I felt fucking so bad about it immediately after. Not even like, even before we got in trouble for it. I felt bad about it the second we done it. Like,
And was it just outside your house?
no, I was somewhere else.
But Tony, what did your granny say to you when she found out what you'd been doing? Your
Not too sure.
devious
I
tricks.
don't know if she ever. I think she found out. I'm pretty sure she found out. I don't know.
Well, when she came down and there was no apples on the tree, is that not how she found out?
Probably, yeah.
Oh, did you not say that? Or? I think that.
She didn't think you had just made like a nice
It's pie.
pie
Nice
pie
apple
tart
pie.
cake.
Yeah, nice
crumble.
apple tart. Apple crumble. Oh, stop.
Or just stew the apples and eat them like that.
Mm.
So, I mean, there's loads of good options, but come on.
You can't eat just Branbury apples though. You can't eat them plain.
You
Like,
stew them.
yeah,
Yeah.
Stew them with sugar.
yeah, it's delicious.
Yeah. Good throwing.
Yeah,
Molten fucking
yeah. Well,
stewed apple.
I
Throw
was
that
just trying to
card.
send people some apple pies.
No,
like.
you were not.
I
You're
was.
trying to be a little shit.
I feel like this is episode 2 of the Great Big Mike Bake Off.
What ingredients will Tony throw at you? Whatever you have, cook.
And did you start throwing out bags of flour the next day?
Bags of flour.
Yeah, but you took out the flour and put in rocks, probably not.
Yeah, you little shit.
No, there's a bridge that was close, so I just get like a 10-kilo one and just drop it off. Jeez, no. That's
Right,
a joke.
Liam, I'm thinking this is a bag of shit.
Do you think?
Just like the bag of flour is a bag of rocks, I think this whole story is a bag of shit.
I don't know. I kind of believe him because I think it is like he probably was a mischievous little shit, like which we've heard like the whole family are apparently.
And Tony, you think that you did actually hear it hit cars and people scream?
But he's looking now like he doesn't want to say that. But
No, I didn't hear people scream.
but you heard it hitting. You knew it hit the road. You knew at least once or twice. A couple of them landed. You might have even felt good about it at the time.
I
Good
don't
throw,
know.
Tony. Patted himself on the back. That's your greatest life achievement. Why didn't you say that last week?
How'd you like them apples?
And that's why he didn't want to tell us what it's like he wanted to be when he grows up, because it's just like I wanted to throw more apples and more cars.
Well,
I wanted to go to the Le Mans Grand Prix and throw apples at those cars. You know, I wanted to move up the world.
oh, you're a bad apple, Tony Williams.
I have savings just for apples. I just put money aside just for apples.
Do you know, this episode could be called Apples and Oranges. Like, it's just what's going on.
Apples and oranges, yeah. So, what's your verdict, guys?
What are you saying, Liam? Because I really don't think this is true.
Do you think this bag of shit?
He just had no. He had no.
Yeah, no, he didn't
No
give us
answer
points.
for
Like,
anything.
oh, my granny came down, there was no apples. No, I don't know if she ever found out. I think she found out. Did she find out? Like, you know.
I'm pretty sure she found out. I'm pretty sure it's
Nah, he's come back at himself now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like you remember enough that you remember that, but you don't remember any of the fallout from it, or why did it even stick in your mind? Because it was a great day throwing apples. And how long did this go on for? Was this like at one day? Was it like every weekend for 10 years?
You know, I don't know. I think it was for a little bit. Like, I go down to my granny's and go, oh, I'm just going to play in the garden, play some football.
Play some Apple Road.
Yeah.
Some smashy with the apples.
Look out of highway.
Yeah.
Tony said his granny's.
It's before Apple computers. My family think I'm genius.
Apple commuters.
If this is true, then I'm gonna officially announce you as a scoundrel.
And I'm going to announce you as a scallywag.
Scallywag.
And I'm gonna announce you as a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, fucking human scum.
So, Liam, what are we going with? You think it's true?
I don't know now.
You don't want to be a piece.
I don't want
of
to
human
be
shit
a
here.
piece of human scum now. I want to say, what do you want to say? I think it's false. I hope it's false.
I hope it's false too. Let's go false.
False?
Find out next week.
Oh, I was so into that.
Look, I was.
You don't have to justify it, but you did it.
Young,
You did
but
it.
it's true. Yeah.
You did it to
I was
fucking
quite young.
scallywag.
I don't think you should be the last one to say goodbye on the podcast last time. I don't think you should say goodbye at all. I think you should just cut it off after
I
the
was quite
second
young,
podcast.
you know. You know what you're doing.
It was 3 years ago, lads.
You know what you're doing. I can hardly even walk, you know.
I could fucking launch an apple, though, I tell you now. Oh, that's normal young lad stuff.
I was pretty young though.
Right. Okay. Did you have, apart from that like horrible ending, did you have a nice sweet 16, guys?
Oh, it was lovely. Yeah, it was
Delighted
sweet.
with everything, all the gifts and all the hugs and thanks.
If you have any questions, queries, or fan mail, send it over to wouldyourrather@bigmike@gmail.com. If you'd like to let us know what you would rather from this episode, let us know over on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter @BigMikePod. Thanks again for listening. I've been Big Mike. Thanks. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Should I say bye or see you now?